And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
And this is fouled at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Hit out towards second. Hernandez scoops it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get us started in the top of the second. It's 1-2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Again, a 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So next to the plate for the Phils, Nick Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Down the first baseline. Still looking for our first hit in the ballgame. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So striding forward now, Michael Franco. Hard ground ball to third. Bregman has it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Stepping into the box, Aaron Altair. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Heading out towards shallow right. Williams is under it. Makes the play. 1 away. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. And the changeup is way low that time. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Oh, he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. Ripped down the line. but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Outside and a full count. 3-2. Evan Gaddis would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Evan Gaddis now standing in, man at first after the 2-out walk. 3-1 to him now. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And this is Paul. Stepping up now, Jorge Alfaro, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. The 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 3-1 to him now. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. 1st and 2nd now with 1 away. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full. 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reddick has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. Leading off the inning, Brian McCann. And they'll need him to get something going here. And the payoff pitch. A bouncer to the left side. There is Franco. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Next up for the Stros, Derek Fisher, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Riding in once again, George Springer was a strikeout victim in his first try. A bouncer up the middle. 1 there, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at 3rd. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Altuve, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. On the first, and the Astros digging in to try it again. Rhys Hoskins, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Fouled off. turned on down the line. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Nick Williams. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. McCann waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Michael Franco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Altair. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1 and 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride it.
The throw is wild, and he gets away. And his game of hide-and-seek ends as he's tagged out to... Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Correa. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So 1 gone in the inning, and that brings up the right fielder, Josh Reddick. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
First baseman, number 9.
Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He drew a walk his first time up. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Now the Astros designated hitter, Evan Gattis, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Hard hit ball to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. It was a walk in his last trip, and he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
A weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. From the belt, the pitch is a swinging bunt up the line. Bregman gloves it, and he's safe. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. No hits to this point. That's lifted the other way out to left. Fisher's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Reese Hoskins. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder. Hernandez over at second. Santana on at first with 2 down. To short. He's got it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. Striding into the box, Brian McCann, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. Derek Fisher the next to bat. Threw a base on balls his first time up. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, but not 3 apparently, as he'll hold on to it at second base. Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Springer.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. The 2-1 home. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get over the wall, so the runner will have to hold up at third. Digging in once again, Alex Bregman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Slow grounder to first. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now. And they catch up to him and slap the tag on him, and that is some poor base running. So stepping in, Jose Altuve. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And that's through for this first base hit in this one. Ready for another shot now, Carlos Correa. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Tapped up the third base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Up next will be Nick Williams. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Lifted the other way out to left center. Fisher's under it. Oh, don't know what happened there, but he missed it. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Riding in once again, Maikel Franco. Last time through was a base hit. Hit to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. And he is in there.
The left fielder, number 23, Aaron Altair.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Williams stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Alfaro. He was a double play victim last time around. Fisher going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Oh, and this goes right past him. Alfaro takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 4-1 ball game. Digging in once again, J.P. Crawford. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Another full count pitch home. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. The tag, and he is out. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Here now the 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Alfaro corrals it. And he makes the throw to first. Reddick is retired, and there's one away. Ready for another shot now. Marwin Gonzalez will swing it from the left side right here. And that one just missed outside. Three and one now. Evan Gaddis will be next. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Evan Gaddis now standing in.
Designated hitter, Evan Gaddis.
1-1 home. Grounded to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself. Now back to
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros.
he's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Altuve has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's Carlos. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line softly toward the hole. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning. Ready for another chance. Odubel Herrera. And he's 0 in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Now checks. Ready once again. Brian McCann. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. And there's 1 away. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. The throw will go to third. Throw won't get him. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Bregman. And they're runners at the corners now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he is safe at the plate as he's across to make this a 4-2 game now. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. But 1's all they get as the run scores. Here's Carlos Correa now.
Shortstop, Carlos.
Runners on the move for second. And he steps off. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Runner goes for third. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Wow, the first 6 innings, this guy was sharp. 7th inning, hasn't been the case.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. And that'll bring up the second. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So next to the plate for the Phils, Nick Williams. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. High chopper towards first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Maikel Franco. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. 2-2, here it is. Hit hard down the line. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. He hit the corner and tries for third. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Marwin Gonzalez is retired leading off the bottom of the 8th. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Ready now, Brian McCann.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 57, Luis Garcia.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Gaddis stands at first with 1 out. And this one's in the dirt, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. From the belt, the pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Next up for the Stros, Derek Fisher. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run skates up 90 feet to third base. So the lineup flips over and digging in, George Springer. This could be an at-bat to look back on when this one's all said and done. Tying run at third, but a double play would end the inning.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage. That was a missed opportunity.
And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
And this one runs in on him as he standing in. goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first down. Stepping up now, Jorge Alfaro. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Bullet back up the middle. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Struck him out. So striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve. He comes into this appearance in the midst of 1 for 4. Hector Neris enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Hector Neris.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. And a neck-high fastball that time. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The count now at 2-1. The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So striding forward now, Josh Reddick. His career numbers against Hector Neris. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And he's safe. Correa, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 1-2 now. Last strike now for Houston. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil.